Welcome, folks, to what promises to be a great Tuesday night of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. DA, take it away.
Well, thank you, Kevin. We all know Joel Embiid's incredible blend of size, strength, and skill. He says, whenever I want, I'm able to be Shaq. And I'm also able to be Dirk, Kobe, or MJ, or any guard, really. Just a combination of everything offensively. Kevin, whether it's shooting off the dribble or pulling up or ball handling, he does it all well.
He does indeed. David, thanks. Well, we know the players enjoy the rest they get during All-Star Weekend. But, Greg, do you think it should be moved to later in the season?
I like how the current format splits up the season, but it seems more fair to hold an All-Star towards the end of the season so that voters get a more complete look at each player.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. On the block, it's Tucker next to Embiid. Harden out there with Maxey, and it's Harris in at the small forward. And for the Clippers, Leonard and Morris are up in the forward positions. Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George, and it's Zubac in at the pivot spot. Man. In the middle. Outside Jackson. That falls. Nice feed that time. And from Leonard.
You think about the growth of Kawhi Leonard's game, where in the first few seasons had very few assists as a playmaker, and now it's a key part of his game.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack, and where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
You know, the early years when Paul George came into the league with the Pacers, you wondered how his frame would fill out. It's filled out nicely.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for two future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And then that massive trade to L.A., the Thunder got SGA and a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have. Injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
Jackson misses. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the 76ers. 4-point game. And that one's good. Maxey.
And you have to be unselfish if you're going to lead your team to great things. And I think Embiid gets that.
Now, here is George. 23 points his last outing. Pass to Jackson. Clock at 6. It's tipped, and he recovers it. Basket counts. Jackson's got 5. The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Passes to Embiid. Stolen by Zubac. In the corner, George with it. Outside Leonard. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
And the rejection by Jackson. Here's George. James Harden with the rebound. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
And what's incredible about Harden, he can dominate a game with the pass as much as the shots. So defensively, you have to prepare for both.
First free throw is good.
Well, James Harden's still a tremendous player, but now in his early 30s, some question, can he be the dominant MVP force we saw in Houston?
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And Greg, Harden in recent years dealing with hamstring injuries. Has he lost a step to age or injury?
You know, probably a little of both, but we've seen players with a new diet or training regimen get back to peak production. Hopefully, he can as well.
Now, here's George. Right now, he averages nearly 23 points a game, a relentless offensive force. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Maxey. A second chance effort, and Embiid lays it in. Embiid's got his second bucket.
Energy points from Embiid. Takes up lots of space at 7 feet 280 and just dominates the boards on both ends.
Now here's Leonard. What a tremendous game he played against Houston. George. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. George has got 5.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, and they didn't get, like, blown out in that game, but it felt deflating, and it felt like they got crushed. They could not get anything going, no matter who they had out on the court.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. The pass to Maxey. Now Embiid, covered by Morris. Embiid kicks to Maxey. 4 on the clock. 8 feet away, and he connects with the jumper.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Outside Leonard. Pass to Jackson. They get it again.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And here's Harden. 20 points for him last game against the Lakers.
And guys, the other thing that he did well was just facilitate the offense, pass the ball around beautifully in that one. Seriously, put on a passing clinic.
The 76ers trailed by 7. Harden outside. Pass to Maxey. The outside leaner. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And some added toughness on the roster. Something Philly knew they needed after last year's playoffs. The hope is adding scrappy veterans like P.J. Tucker and DeAnthony Melton will help them further this go-round.
And both free throws good for Paul George. And Greg, the Philadelphia 76ers have made it very clear that they are all in on a title run.
And their front office has been very focused on trying to get top-tier talent on this roster. After the trust the process era, they're now aggressively pursuing titles here in Philly.
Here's George after the made shot from Joel Embiid. George passes to Morris, and it's blocked.
Tucker just reading that and timing it perfectly.
Here's Maxey. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. Leading by 5. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, let's give a shout out to their defense in that one. The intensity, the shot blocking, just a dominant performance.
Yeah, last game was pretty impressive stuff on that end of the floor, just getting up near shooters and blocking as many shots as they did.
Here is Harden. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. From past the arc. Tucker can't get it to go. Clippers leading by 7. George passes to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Paul George doesn't just score. He can pass it as well. He's a great all-around player.
Outside, Maxey. On the wing, Harris. He's covered by Leonard. Embiid inside the line. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Well, he hasn't missed yet, guys, and the defense is scrambling for answers to stop this hot start.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments. Pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Here's Zubac. His last outing, he had 8 points. Leonard finds Zubac, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
The 76ers trailed by 7. Knocked loose. Shoots off the step back, and that one is off. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Outside Jackson. Passes it to Morris. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
What's up?
Free throw good for Morris.
And you just look at what Marcus Morris has done in his career.
Well, such a solid forward in the game right now, averaging over double digits in the last 8 years. But it's been that expansion and the fact that he can step behind the three-point line and be as deadly as he's been the past couple seasons. It's been a remarkable, consistent offensive production for his career.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Los Angeles.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Well, they've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
Well, Greg, what can you say about Joel Embiid's growth from a leadership perspective? Pretty impressive, isn't it?
Tremendous, Kevin. Carrying the Sixers with everything they went through, even though he came in second in MVP voting 2 years in a row. No player more important to his team than Joel Embiid.
No good on the 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Let's hit 5 from 18. And George gets it to go. George has got 12 in the game.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Here's Maxey, and he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 8.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Now here's Harden, and we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. Harris against Leonard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. And you could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for Harris. He's perfect from the line this time. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Now here's Leonard. After the miss from Joel Embiid. George finds Zubac, and the shot goes in. Zubac has got his second basket of the night.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And Philadelphia calls time here. You know, you appreciate Zubac's focus on close-range looks as a big man.
Well, Zubac's one of those big centers that's burly and tough and rugged on the inside. And while other bigs are searching that three-point line out, Zubac looking to get deep into the paint. When you look at his shooting percentages over the past couple seasons, up around 60%. That's good shot selection and great consistency.
The 76ers trailed by 13. Outside, Maxey. Embiid against Zubac. And Embiid throws it down.
Again, it's Joel Embiid. When he is on, there isn't one player in this league that can stop him.
Now, here's George. 12 points for him. And there's the feed to Morris. And it's denied. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Six on the shot clock. Right side, Leonard.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively. And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Kicks it out to Harden. And they get it back. Milton. No good on the triple. Clippers leading by 13. Leonard on the wing. Launches a three. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot three.
A guy who keeps to himself quite a bit, Kawhi Leonard, more tries to lead by example and holds himself to the highest standards on the floor.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Yeah, he's at 81% from the line, and when we've had a chance to see him, he's had great form and continues to look confident.
A free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
And he makes all three. We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Harden. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. George passes to Jackson. Morris outside. Nobody near George. From outside, off the mark.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Milton the pass to Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
And that interior presence of Embiid, guys that big shouldn't be able to move like that.
From deep. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night. He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
Rebounded by Tucker.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
And he drives in. Milton kicks to Embiid. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
George dishes to Leonard. Count the basket. Leonard's got 11 points.
You know, it's going to be tough to win when you give the other team second and third opportunities to score the ball.
The pass to Embiid. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. The free throw drops for Embiid.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
Here's George. It's deflected. From deep three-point range. No good on the last second attempt there. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the Clippers. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We'll return shortly. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a comfortable margin here for the Clippers guys.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Here is Harden. So on the floor for Philadelphia. On the block, it's Tucker next to Embiid. Backs out there with Harden, and it's Harris in at the small forward spot. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Joel Embiid. And George kicks to Jackson. On the wing, Jackson for the 3. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 5 assists in the game.
And Jackson showing off a little bit of his range that time, so confident in that release.
Now, here's Maxey. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Lakers. Shoots over Batum, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
And that one misses. We know the league's cracking down on those dangerous plays that risk a player's health. Why was that less of a focus when you play?
That's a great question. And I think it's smarter to approach the game this way. We don't want to have unnecessary injury because of guys maybe just taking it a little too far with the physicality.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
And for him, that is an ugly trip to the line. Rarely do you see him do that.
Jackson gets the bucket.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the 3 at almost 60% for the game.
Pass to Harris. Back to Maxey. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Maxey's got 11 points. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, guys. Now, Tobias Harris has been the leading scorer on teams in the NBA, but on the Sixers, he understands his role is different. He says, I'm not a guy who's going to press for looks. The ball's going to flow how it flows, and I just got to be ready when the opportunity comes my way. That's what winning basketball is all about. Kevin?
David, thank you. Here's Leonard. Following the basket by Tyrese Maxey. From deep, George. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Leonard's got his third assist on the night. Harden kicks to Maxey. Pass to Tucker. Back to Maxey. Passes it to Harden. Shot clock at 6. Another three for Philadelphia.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Now, here is George. He's got 15. Here's Jackson, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Maxey.
In the 2021 playoffs, you remember Reggie Jackson came up huge for the Clippers, averaging almost 18 points a game before they finally lost to the Suns in the Western Conference Finals.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Well, for Jackson, he earned himself a new contract, Brent, and starting point guard duties because of that playoff.
With both Kawhi Leonard and Paul George missing most of the 21-22 season, Reggie Jackson took the Clippers to the 8th seed in the West, carried a lot of the scoring load consistently for the Clippers, and he led the team in both points and assists. Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Harden the pass to Harris. Takes it from 10. It's hauled in by George. Clippers leading by 12. Here's Leonard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Embiid.
So smooth. The little pump fake, get the defender in the air. As if Leonard wasn't hard enough to cover, he's adding that to his game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And his work at the free throw line has been terrific tonight, making the most of his chances.
The pass to Tucker. It's stolen by Morris. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. And the Clippers call time here.
Start it.
And the Clippers have possession. On the wing, George, guarded by Harden. Outside, Jackson. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Maxey. And the jam by Harden.
And Tucker, great job reading the floor and finding a way to set up a ready shooter.
Pass to Jackson. He kicks it to Leonard. Over Maxey. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. To the inside. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists tonight.
And hit on the way up. Embiid's strong physically, but also mentally able to keep his focus.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Morris outside. Jackson in the corner. From 15 feet away, the shot will not fall. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
Well, the second unit came in last game and just played lights-out basketball. I'm sure they'd like to do that again.
Now Embiid. Paul George missing from long range. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And that 84% free throw percentage is a testament to all the hard work he's put in on the line.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Covington's checked in. And the free throw, no good.
And P.J. Tucker, one of those guys that we talk about as a journeyman throughout his NBA career, but there's no doubt that he's made positive impact and touches wherever it is that he's played.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Jackson.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
And so he hits both.
It's been interesting as Reggie has finally seemingly found a home, or at least confidence in the way he plays. He's a guy who can carry you on offense, and he will score in bursts. And those will be very loud points.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
The 76ers have converted 4 of 7 free throws on the night. Free throw good, Maxey. Maxey hits them both. Los Angeles leading by 8. Los Angeles calls timeout. Zubac is checked in for Robert Covington. Now, here's George. He's got 15. And the wide open shot from Morris. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one. Jackson against Maxey. Harris, right side. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Clippers leading by 11. Pass to Zubac. Here's George. And the rejection by Harden. And he converts the layup. Harden's got 11 points.
Well, he made some kind of adjustment to his game after a poor first half. He's been impressive shooting the ball during the second.
And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drive.
And a bucket like that one might be just what they need to cut into this lead.
Now, here is George. Leonard, that's for 2. Top of the key jumper, no good.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And this is Harden's specialty. One of the best in the league at drawing contact and yet still able to convert.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
An 89% free throw shooter puts him right there among the league's best from the line.
George Niang, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. It sets in motion a 4-game road trip for him. Jackson gets the bucket.
3 triples for him this quarter, 4 overall.
Harden with it. George picks him up. Maxey against Jackson. Fade away. Embiid, no good. Clippers leading by 9. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Maxey. And the Clippers making a change here. Coffey's checked in. Harrell, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Zubac finds George, and it's good off the back rim and in. 17 points for George.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Harrell, the pass to Maxey. Buries the long-range jumper.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
Outside Jackson. Back to George. From the arc. Rebound by Harrell. The 76ers trailed by 8. Bucket is good. Harrell's got his first points of the night.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
On the top of the key. And it's George again missing. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Here's Harden, and it's sent back by George.
Well, in terms of wing defenders, PG might be in the top 5 in the league.
And here's Leonard from 3. Maxey grabs the miss. Maxey's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
There's Jackson with the 3. The 76ers trailed by 6. Niang kicks to Harden. Over George. Harden can't hit. LA's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Outside Jackson. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Jackson's got 22.
Well, the defense wasn't ready for Jackson to pull that quick one.
Timeout called the 76ers. One of the stories here, Reggie Jackson getting it done today.
Not sure what the defense is thinking, or if they are. They continue to let him shoot. That is bad defense.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Mann's checked in for Amir Crawford. And Norman Powell subbed in for Leonard. The 76ers trailed by 8. Outside, Maxey. Back to Harden. Outside, Maxey. Clock at 4. Over Jackson. And that one's good. Maxey. Maxey's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Solid in the first. Fantastic here in the second. He was just waiting for the moment.
Pass to Jackson. Jackson can't get that one to fall. 76ers shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. Clippers leading by 6. Here's Powell. That one off the back iron and out.
An efficient score. Norman Powell can fill it up when given the opportunity.
He does score from anywhere on the floor, but it's defensive versatility that I think really helps him because he can match up with smaller guards. He can get underneath bigger wings, and that defense really allows him to stay on the floor to complement the other offensive players that are producing.
And here's Harden after the three-pointer from Norman Powell. Kicks it out to Harden. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Harden's got 17 now.
Yeah, he couldn't connect on anything from outside in the first quarter, but now he's hit 2 threes in the second quarter, and he looks much better.
And it's Harris with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Trailing by 4. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Clippers. On defense, the Clippers. Here's Niang. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And now just a 2-point Los Angeles lead. The Clippers shooting here about 46% for the game. Jackson kicks to George. From deep. Rebound by the 76ers. Harrell's got 5 rebounds tonight. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Floats it up there for Harrell. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Montrezl Harrell with a throwdown that gets his teammates up.
Here's George. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Here's Harris. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. Reggie Jackson firing on all cylinders. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
From the get-go, it was the Clippers who came out strong. They blasted through the opening period like a tornado, at one point leading by 16. By the end of the first quarter, they ended up with a 9-point margin. The second quarter did not go as well for them as they saw their lead vanish and find themselves in a tie ball game. What'd you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Clippers?
It's pretty simple. They took care of the ball, they made smart passes and limited turnovers. I'm sure they talked about it coming into tonight. We'll see if they can keep it tight in the second half, though.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Philadelphia?
Well, if you compare the assist numbers, you can see who's been the superior team, Ernie. And they're playing a much better brand of basketball. That bodes well for them the rest of the way.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. The post pairing, Batum in Zubac. Paul George is out there with Reggie Jackson, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
There's Jackson with the 3. It's hauled in by Harris.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Here's Batum, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Batum playing with some aggressiveness here, drawing that foul.
This is his first free throw of the game. First one falls for him.
Batum just brings a lot of experience and helps this team remain confident that he's going to make the right play and make the subtle contributions to put you in a place to win.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Reed's checked in. Both free throws good from Batum. Philadelphia's shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Here's Milton. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
One shot.
Free throw good, Milton. Clippers trail by 3. And George kicks to Jackson. George looking over the floor. Shoots it. Rebound by the 76ers. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team.
Well, not known for his passing, but Harris is pretty prudent there with the ball. Not a lot of careless turnovers from him.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And a nice score that came from just attacking the rim. Huge play in this hotly contested game.
Outside for Jackson. And the Clippers miss again.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
George against Reed. Here's Milton. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
Marcus Morris is checked in for Los Angeles. Mann comes in for Norman Powell. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Embiid's checked in. Clippers trail by 8. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Jackson looking around, and the pass to George. Over Harris, and there's Paul George on the assist from Jackson. And that's 19 points for George. Now Milton, 6 points for him. Shot clock at 5. A 3 ball. Hands it from downtown. Milton's got the lead up to 9 now for Philadelphia.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Reed. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 9-point game. The 3. Good on the triple. George has got 22.
What's the pick used for? It's used for separation. And Paul George got it there.
To the paint. Here's Harris. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And since Tobias Harris got his big contract with the Sixers, Greg, some say they chose him over Jimmy Butler.
And while Tobias is nice, he's never been an all-star. And that's one of the few downsides to a big payday. Some might say he's overpaid. I'm sure he'll take the trade-off.
And Harris drops them both.
Feel like Tobias Harris's confidence has grown over the past couple seasons, especially on the offensive end. Very capable of taking advantage of smaller defenders.
Jackson has the open look. Offline with his 3.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department. And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Now here's Jackson. 22 points for him. George finds Jackson. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
And so much for repeating the 3-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second. Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Here's man. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Back to Jackson. Pass to Zubats. 6 to shoot. Here's George. And the Clippers miss again. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 19-7 run. Morris with the block.
And a rare block shot from Morris. Anticipates the move and just times it out perfectly. Clearly a foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
And the other thing about their game tonight that they've done a terrific job of is just moving the basketball around. That's how you rack up assists.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Robert Covington's checked in for Zubats, and it's Leonard in for Terrence Mann. No good on the second free throw. The 76ers leading by 11. Tucker the pass to Milton. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Outside Leonard. From deep. The shot's good on the assist by George. Leonard's got 18 points.
Sometimes tough to get out to that corner, and Kawhi sat there and made the defense stretch out.
Maxey kicks to Harris. Here's Tucker. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Now here's George. 22 points for him. 3-pointer. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Well, he now has 4 3-pointers this game, guys. 2 in each half. He's really spacing out the floor for his teammates.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Jackson. The 76ers also with a sub. DeAnthony Melton, he's checked in for Shake Milton. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Here's Melton. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Here's Harris. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
To the middle. Here's Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
And how about that? Covington rising up and throwing it down with some authority.
Out to the right wing. Now here's Tucker, defended by Covington. Here's Embiid, and it's sent back by Morris. Outside Leonard. Pass to Kennard. Off target from outside. And Embiid has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
And we know how good Embiid is at drawing fouls, especially in the painted area. He welcomes the contact.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
Really an underrated part of Embiid's game. Excellent as a foul shooter for a 7-footer, so you just can't hack away at it.
John Wall's checked in for George. James Harden, he's checked in for the 76ers. And Embiid drops them both.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Now here's Wall. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Now Harris. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. And that one, good. Harris has got 7 points for the quarter.
Tobias just going strong that time.
Oh, Morris in position. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Tucker the pass to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And the 3 ball is good. Leonard's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Los Angeles. To the left wing. Down low. Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
This team did something in halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
Here's Covington, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And for a while there, Greg, it seemed like we were entering the super team era. But lately, homegrown talent, players you draft and develop or sign and develop, seems to be the way teams are going.
Yeah, and it's not easy to maintain a culture when you're bringing in stars from outside. We've seen some cautionary examples here of late.
And he knocks down the first one.
And Robert Covington, a guy who's out there to do it all for his team on both ends of the floor. He's going to make plays that impact winning.
He hits both from the stripe. The 76ers leading by 14. Passes it to Tucker. Harden against Wall. Embiid trying to break loose. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And one of the most creative scorers the league has to offer. Harden specializes in sinking those tough shots.
And that one misses. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Kennard's shot is off. Philadelphia's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. And Covington sends it back. Now the pass to Leonard. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Harris has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Launches it. Morris with the rebound. Clippers trailed by 16. Kennard on the wing. Shoots over Tucker. Kennard's shot is off. Harris against Wall. Harris, no good.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for him.
Pass to Kennard. Pulls up. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. The 76ers leading by 14. The three from Harden. Rebounded by Covington. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Los Angeles. And Morris throws it down.
And just taking pride in being their leader, these passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
Pass to Tucker. Inside. And Embiid, the bucket on the assist from Tucker. Tucker's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. The Clippers shooting right around 42% from the field since the start of the second half. Right side, Covington. No good with the triple. Philadelphia's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. The three from Harden. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
He got off to a terrific start from the perimeter, but in the second half, he can't seem to build on that early success.
Timeout called, the 76ers.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Batum's checked in. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Niang's checked in.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
1:29 left to play in the third. A shot by Batum, no good.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Morris dishes the Wall. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action, bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
So we can't get either to fall.
And there's a lot of nuance to Wall's game. People talk about his speed and things like that, but his instinct and skill are equally as important, if not more so.
Now, here is Harden. 19 points in the game. And it's sent back by Morris. Harden against Wall. Batum. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Batum's got 4 this quarter.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
He's getting good looks on the floor, but he simply cannot bury anything right now. He's got to stay confident, though, because everyone knows he can hit those shots.
And it's Leonard missing. Philadelphia leading by 13. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior. Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
Outside Leonard. Shot from free throw range. Some solid defense from Harris. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And let's take a listen now to Coach Tyronn Lue.
Hey, we okay. Just one basket at a time.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Harden out there with Tyrese Maxey. Then there's Tobias Harris. Then there's Harrell. And it's Niang in at the 4 spot. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. It's going to send Norman Powell to the line. That one on Maxey. While the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star.
Great anticipation. He's racked up a few of those blocks in his career, Batum has.
Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Harden's got 21 in the game. Powell with it. Pass to Wall. Morris outside. Over Harrell. Morris with the bucket.
The polished mid-range game of Morris. Some of his best shots come from about that 12 to 20-foot range.
Harden the pass to Harrell. Batum with the steal. Here's Leonard. Batum trying to break loose. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Leonard.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
And just a smooth player who reads the floor incredibly well. Harden is always looking to get his teammates involved.
Robert Covington's checked in for the Clippers.
One shot.
That's good from Harrell.
Well, there's no doubt that the way that Montrezl Harrell approaches the game, he is the heartbeat of a lot of the minutes that he's on the floor for any club.
Now here's Wall. Drops in the tray. Wall's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Maxey against Powell. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Another miss by Philadelphia.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Leonard the pass to Wall. Off target with his 3. Philadelphia leading by 11. Harden scanning the floor. Here's Harrell. Gets it to go from 18 feet away.
Harrell trying to improve that mid-range. Lots of teams decide to back up off of him. Knocks that one down.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
He's been accurate tonight. I think the best way for them to succeed is to get him more shots. Sounds simple, but it comes down to execution.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for Morris. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Reedy's checked in for George Niang. And Powell, no good on that one.
Yeah, can't sleep on Powell defensively. He will step up and start to pour it in.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Covington. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
That free throw missing. Los Angeles making a switch here. Zubac is checked in. He hits the second from the line. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Outside, Maxey. Harden kicks to Maxey. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Maxey's got 24 points.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Now here's Jackson, and he makes that one. 25 points in the game.
And it felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Harden the pass to Harrell. And he gets it to go.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Tip of the cap there. I mean, that defense was good. The finish was better.
Paul George is checked in for Los Angeles. Then for the 76ers, Shake Milton comes in for Harris. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Maxey. Now here's Jackson. In the corner, Powell with it. And a miss there on the triple. The 76ers leading by 13. Melton kicks to Harden. 76ers moving the ball around. Offensive rebound. Harrell, that's good. Harrell's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
I mean, could we say he was playing possum a bit there in the first half? Because it seems to be a different guy out there, way more assertive.
It's stolen. Jackson against Melton. Trains the three-pointer. Melton's got his first 3 points of the game.
And he is just so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then use that beautiful spin to just blow by you.
Snatched up. George. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
And Paul George can take advantage of the length he has to make extra possessions like that happen.
Harden the pass to Harrell. There's the pass to Milton. Shoots over Powell, and again it's Philadelphia.
He's been incredible in this half. Anytime he pulls up from outside, you think that's bottoms.
Jackson in the corner. Outside Leonard. Six on the shot clock. Powell, that's good.
I like that hoop from Norman Powell. Shoot it close to the hoop. Forget the long range stuff and make it easy on yourself.
Harden against George. Oh, and there's the alley-oop and the dunk by Reed.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Outside Jackson. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Embiid comes in for Reed, and it's P.J. Tucker in for Shake Milton. Now, here is Harden. Over to the wing. Unloads. Tucker can't get it to go. Clippers trailed by 18. Powell in the high post. And the foul on Harden. That's foul number 2 for him. 76ers on defense. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. George. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Paul George right now 1 step ahead of his defender using the old pump fake.
And the first one at the line is good.
And George wants to compete for titles, especially considering that he's in the back half of his career.
And George drops them both. The 76ers leading by 16. Pass to Melton. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. And the 76ers lead by 18. Powell kicks to George. Pass to Jackson. It's Powell on the wing. Guarded by Embiid. Zubac trying to break loose. Powell, that's good. Powell's got 9 points here in the second half. Out left to the wing. Here's Harrell. The shot off that time. 20 that time from Leonard. And here's George for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Leonard's got his 7th assist in the game. There's the drive. And the rejection by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Marcus Morris is checked in for Leonard. Then for the 76ers, Harris comes in for Montrezl Harrell. And Maxey subbed in for DeAnthony Melton. Passes it to Embiid. Shoots over Zubac. Embiid's shot is good. Embiid's got 36.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
I'm glad we got a chance to check out that fantastic drive one more time.
Still going hard, and that kind of energy and effort is how they built this lead.
Now, here's Maxey. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
And they've been so steady at the line in the second half, gotten a good volume of free throws and converting at a high clip.
Maxey hits them both. Clippers trailed by 17. And there's the pass to Powell. Now here's Jackson. He's covered by Maxey. Releases. And Morris throws it down.
And you'd like to see more of this from Marcus. Attack that offensive glass and generate some points outside of those set plays.
Now here's Maxey. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Zubac, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Los Angeles making a switch here. Leonard's checked in.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And so he's able to get one of two. Clippers trail by 16. There's Jackson with the three. Rebounded by Tucker. Tucker's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And they've controlled the boards, and that's a big reason why they're controlling the lead.
Here's Maxey. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got assist number 11 for him here tonight.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the 76ers. Pass to Tucker. On the wing, Harris. Another three for Philadelphia.
Just a little bit off in the first, but he's been anything but that here in the second quarter. Really impressive to see him turn it around like that.
Now here is George. Outside Leonard for three. Hits the three-point bomb. Leonard's got 11 points here in just the second half.
I mean, is there another guy in the league who knows when his team needs this kind of lift? Kawhi getting those 3 points right back.
Pass to Tucker. There's 1:54 left in the fourth. Clock at 6. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Maxey. On the wing, Harris. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Wing shot on the way. Harden's shot is good. Harden's got 23 points.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Philadelphia.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief two-gamer.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Joel Embiid.
Well, a consistent intensity is what he brought to the floor here. He hit the glass hard, and he came up with a ton of rebounds.
George, no good.
Well, the fact that he has that many rebounds for a guy of his size and stature shows you he truly cares about grabbing possessions off the rim.
Now here's Harden. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
We love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Back to Jackson. Passes it to Powell. Goes up on the high post. Some solid defense from Harris. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.